Hi, my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be testing out something super bougie, which can only mean one thing. I got it free from Influencer in exchange for my honest review. Would never buy this on my own. So here's my box, and inside is some sort of Givenchy, let's see, the Prisme Libre, oh god, skin caring matte foundation, I guess. Yeah, that's what it says. I was also sent, I don't know if you remember the powder, the setting powder or something, finishing powder, a while back. I have to find it because maybe that'll look good with this. So this is what it looks like. Looks super bougie. It's very heavy. And the foundation color they gave me is 1N80. You know what? I think I might have picked it myself. So how does this work? Do you press this? No, I think you just go like that. Ooh, we have a pump. That's good. I did use the Avon Anu Vitale Day Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 25 Sunscreen Moisturizer, but that's it. I think today I'm going to try the Royal and Langnickel Complexion Brush. It says BMD-185 on it. We all know that brushes, foundation, well, these things aren't my thing. My thing is eyeshadow. So I'm going to pump some of this out. Maybe. There we go. That looks like it's going to be a good color match for me. I'm going to do 2 pumps to start and see if that's enough for me. So I'm just going to start dabbing this around. Ooh, you know what? Maybe that was too much, actually. All right, I'm going to start swiping here. Ooh, yeah, I think that was too much. But we won't know unless we try. I think maybe one day I'll use a beauty blender. This doesn't look like the type of thing that you should really just use your fingers for, which is how I prefer to apply foundation if it's not with this brush. Kind of smells like maybe like a light perfumey gardeny scent, but also kind of like a clean scent. It's nothing strong. It looks like we have some pretty good coverage. Oops, that's a little streaky, huh? All right. It's definitely matte because it's drying down somewhat quickly. And again, maybe I shouldn't have put this much. I didn't know. I still have all this, and that's gonna go to waste because I don't need that here. So like, see here, you can tell it's matte. All right, so, I mean, it's not bad. I think the color is good, but I also don't see like anything super special about it that would warrant whatever price tag this is. Maybe I'll just put a little more in like some problem areas. See if I can build it up. Maybe I can get away with not wearing concealer today. Yeah, that looks good. So it's getting kind of cakey, you see. But I had to try. But yeah, I can get away with not wearing concealer today. And like I said, it's definitely cakey in some areas, so that may not be for everyone. Now I am going to set with powder, because that's what I like to do. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 110 Porcelain as per usual. And I just go under here. Really, I go all over. And again, that's personal preference. And then I like to just throw a little extra under my eyes because I don't like wearing concealer here. I might throw a little extra over here and over some spots that want to show through. And there we have it. Like I said, I'm not a foundation person, so if you are, you're looking at this product, you kind of have to look and see what you think about it. This is what it looks like, that color on this skin tone. And I'll let you know how it wears, and then I'll be back again to try a different application. Okay, I just came back for a second to say that as I'm putting on my bronzer and my blush, it's not moving. Like the foundation is staying where it should be. Like usually, say something over here, it would like knock some of the foundation off, and then I would have to like reapply the powder and stuff, and it looks the same, so that's good. Alright, so interesting. The foundation creased here. This is a problem like I always have, and I just feel like for this price point, it should be perfect, and it wasn't perfect. However, usually I get like some creasing and stuff here too if I put foundation here, and that's why I usually just stick with the powder, and there wasn't. So that I'm kind of impressed with. The rest of it, I mean, it basically looked the same the entire day, which is good. It stayed on all my spots and whatnot until I started scratching them, but that's a whole other story. So, I think it's interesting. I also read that it's skincare infused. Sure, why not? I'll believe it. Today we're only going to put one pump because apparently that's all we needed. I do like the pump. And I'm just going to dab some of this around. I put the same moisturizer on as yesterday. And that's the moisturizer I typically use. And today we're going to apply it this way, with the Beauty Blender. Definitely shearing out. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I didn't put enough. So I might layer some more. By the way, speaking of the price point, riddle me this one, okay? The powder that I have, that I will show you in a minute because I'm going to use that today in combination with this, is $58, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But this foundation is $49. Is that normal? Like for the powder to be higher priced than the foundation? I would think it would be the opposite, right? So I don't know. I don't understand. Like I said, I'm an eyeshadow person. Okay, so it is layering. Looks kind of luminous too. Skin caring matte. You know what? I might have said luminous matte or something. Alright, I am going to put a second pump. But I think that's probably okay today because of how I'm applying it. But you do see I'm definitely not getting as much coverage this way. So even though it looks like less cakey and more natural, you know, I need concealer today. You can do anything you want. If you want your spots out and about, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine. Makeup is how you want to wear it. Alright, so I guess we're getting there, but it is taking a while. And we just all know that when it comes to foundation, concealer, powder, like I just want it to be quick so I can get to my eyeshadow. So just keep all of this in mind as you make your decision about this foundation. But that's okay, because I did want to try this with concealer anyway, because that's usually what I wear. So I just want to see how they mix together, how they wear together, etc. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in 8B Porcelain Beige. Let's see. So a little over here, a little over here, here, here. That should do it. And then this I usually just tap in with my finger. You don't need to see all of this. Just a touch over here. And then for kicks and giggles, I'm going to use the Prisme Libre powder on top. This is the first shade, Mousseline Pastel. I don't know how to say that. Givenchy French. Looks cute, but you know, it's kind of gimmicky and bougie. So wow, yeah, that's definitely making that more matte than what we have over here, even though it's supposedly a matte foundation. And really, you don't need to see all of this too. Just know that it's going absolutely everywhere, because I like everything matte, even under here, if I can make it fit. Alright, so I'll have to come back with my final thoughts on this. So far I'm thinking, I mean, I would just never buy this, but for someone who wants to buy this, here still creased, here didn't, the rest stayed put. A lot depends on how you apply it and what you combine it with, maybe. Color match I thought was good, but it's just, I think, a crazy amount of money. Aha, so I came back for a second. I started putting on my bronzer, my blush and whatnot. Oh boy, this is not blended. But that's beside the point. As you can see, there are spots peeking through now with this method that I used. Whereas yesterday, that wasn't happening. Remember I said, even with me putting on new stuff, like the makeup, the foundation wasn't moving. Now it is. So maybe it works better with the Maybelline Fit Me powder than the Givenchy powder, which is kind of ironic. Alright, so I've been playing around with this foundation for a few days, or I guess like a week on and off, and I think, you know, I don't think it's like any better than this one that I use, that I also got from Influencer another time, the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint Always On Radiant Foundation. My point in mentioning this is, I mean, granted, they're supposed to like do different things, but this is $29, and I had a heart attack over that price because I'm not a foundation person. But this is $49. That's a $20 difference in, you know, price, and you know, we're saying this is like $50. I don't see, you know, in terms of like wear, coverage, how it looks, preferences and stuff, I don't see the validation for this price point. That's what I'm saying. Is it a nice foundation? I guess so. The way that I've been using it that I like best is with this brush. Just fix it a little bit. And I have used both now. I have used the Maybelline Fit Me powder and the Givenchy other powder over it. And depending on what I'm going for that day, they do both work. I think the problem the other time was because I had put maybe too much foundation, and also like the concealer. The concealer doesn't seem to agree, the Tarte one, you know, too well with this, at least on me. So I don't use that if I can avoid it. But if we look at me today, I mean, you can still see a couple things, but I do like that I can kind of skip concealer if I use this and then the Maybelline Fit Me powder, because it does cover well in that regard if I keep building in like little spots and stuff. But like other foundations do on me, I mean, it makes a little mess over here during the day. I mean, for $50, $49 should be perfect, right? I mean, that's my take on it. Color match is good. One more thing, I might be allergic to it. Like a day or two after I use it, I start having some blemishes like that are more under the skin and like more painful than like say your surface like kind of blemishes, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's a fluke, but now that I've been playing around with it, it does seem to be like that second day. So not like the day of, like an immediate reaction. It seems to be like after. I mean, nothing crazy, but I don't know, that I still have to investigate. So I mean, like, you know, if you're a Givenchy lover, I guess this is for you, you know? I mean, there's nothing like bad about it. It's just, it's way too expensive, I think. It's not perfect, so either be lower in price or have a better product. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye. See you next time.